everybody, it's Pupmeister, and welcome back to our Let's Play series. As you can tell, things have changed a little bit here because I wanted to play, but there were things I wanted to do, but there were other videos I had to make. So I tried to do as little on here as possible, but still kind of play on it. So I did a lot of mining. I checked out the mine area and I had a lot of different meats and stuff. So I created this really quick automatic smelters, so to speak, but I made it just for meats, although this could be used for metal and stuff as well. I just stick it in the item hopper, goes through the furnace, and then as soon as it's melted, it goes into this hopper and into the chest. Very simple, but certainly does the job. You can put a whole bunch of stuff in the top and then walk away, and it'll all kind of do its thing. I think I got an extra blast furnace from a different village. And then I've expanded my chest area here just to make different storage areas because my chests were getting too full of all kinds of different stuff. So like I made a wood chest and a metal chest, and mostly this is a food chest. And then I was lucky enough, I decided, what can I do that doesn't move things ahead too much? So I started fishing. I just got a regular fishing rod, and you know what? I did not remember that you could get so much stuff just from fishing. Like, just crazy. Like, I got all these different bows, including this one. Look at this. Power 4, Flame, Unbreaking 3, Infinity. That's from fishing. And then all this other stuff. Look, I've got 11 name tags now, 5 Nautilus shells, 25 pufferfish. So when I eventually get a potion setup going, I can make all kinds of underwater breathing. It's just crazy what I got from fishing. And then, of course, I got some stuff from the trial chamber. And look at this. All these are from fishing, believe it or not. Oh, maybe one of them was from a chest in a mine, but most of it was all from fishing. So I'm just going to show you real quick some of the other stuff I did. I went up there and planted some of the cherry wood up here. I just thought it would look nice and, falling and stuff like that. I made this whole beet garden here, beetroot garden, guarded by cats so that the darn creepers wouldn't blow it up. And mostly I made this for more emeralds, just like this little garden here. And of course I went and got some clay in the river here, because you can get so much clay and so many emeralds for them. And then of course the pumpkins and the watermelons, it all goes for emeralds. So today, as you can tell, I got the diamond chest plate from the trial chambers. I got the diamond helmet and the boots from the armor here. I bought them for emeralds. I've got 6 diamonds, so I can't really make the iron leggings yet unless I work with the armor to get some... Oh, wrong one. There was another. There is another here somewhere. I don't know where he went, but he's got my diamond stuff. Oh, is it you? Yeah, there you go. Oh, there is leggings. Look at that. For 27. So I can get my leggings. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. And then the big thing we're going to do today is make a trading hall for librarians so we can get all of enchantments that we are looking for. All right. Let's go get our diamond pants. Just gotta find him again. Hopefully he didn't take off. Is that you? No. Why do I always find you first? Are you over here? There you are. All right. Thank you very much. Look, oh yeah, I forgot. That's just for traders. I've got the trading in mind already. All right. And that can go. And bingo, we've got full diamond armor now. So that is pretty awesome. However, if we don't get the right enchantments soon, they're all going to wear away and disappear. So what we need to do now is make the trading hall. And the trading hall I like to do, instead of building it like 100 blocks away or whatever, so the population of the trading hall doesn't impact the village, I like to have it right by the village. So I don't have to like travel. So I do them underground. And so this is what we are going to create today, an underground trading hall. And it's so easy. You need very little supplies. And what I'm doing over here is I just wanted to show you, I had to put some blocks and stuff in here because this whole area, believe it or not, is on a little bit of a terrace. So I got it prepared there so we can dig down and not be bothered by the water. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna dig it right here. And the reason I'm gonna put it here is so I can put water here and it'll flush it. So the librarian comes to this area and falls down. So one other thing you should do before you start digging down is take your coordinates of where you're digging down. So in this case, minus 2344 and minus 918. Now the next thing you need to do is figure out where you want to come up. In other words, when you're down there, you have to figure out where you're going to place your tunnel to come back up. For example, do you want it here, where with a trap door so you can climb up and come up here? Or do you want to come up inside this building? Or do you want to just come up outside the fence here? In my case, I've decided I want to come up inside this building. So this is basically lined up with that one, but it's minus 925 instead of minus 918. Still minus 2344 on the X, but the Z is different. So by knowing this coordinate, when you're down there, you can dig to that area and then dig up with your ladders and you will have your way up exactly where you want it instead of haphazardly digging somewhere and deciding, oh, I'll go up here. And then you end up, I don't know, under the building or in the water or who knows where. So just a little bit of planning ahead of time will make a big difference. If you have a certain direction you want your trading hall to be in, for example, I'm going to want it out that way. So make sure you see what direction that is. So south, because when you're digging down here, you can lose the direction that you're facing very easily. So what are we going to need? In this case, I'm just going to start with 8 different areas for librarians, but you could do 6 or 12 or however many you want. But all you need is a gate. You need a sign to tell you what it is. You need some ladders to get back up. This one is very important before we start. Make sure you have ladders. And you're going to need an oak trap door, which will go up here. I'm not going to do it quite yet because it's in a fenced area and nobody can fall here. So we want to go at least 30 down, maybe 32 blocks down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, yes, it is dangerous to just dig straight down, but 30 blocks is usually not too bad. You're not going to usually find anything too major in the first 30 blocks. But if you want to be careful, you can dig 2 and then fill one back up once you're down there, or you can do my water technique. But I'm just going to risk it this time because the risk, yes, it could happen. However, it's not likely for only 30 blocks. Okay, so 11, 12, 13, 14. Of course, watch me fall in some big cavern now that I said that. 30, 31, 32, 33. There, I went 33. And we're in a whole bunch of diorite here. All right, so now that we're down here, we can look and make sure we're still facing south. And this is the direction our trading hall will go in. And I like to make it at least 3 high. Maybe I'll go 1 lower. So where am I at? 34 down, I think. And then I like to take it this way. And I make the hallway itself 3 blocks wide. Okay, so this is the way we're going to be going. This right here is where they're going to be dropping. So you're going to put a bucket of water right where the hole is, just like that. And then we just want to keep digging. And we're going to be digging just straight out like this. Now I'm going to make also another little hallway here because you also want to go back up. Okay, and we're going to put some lights down here just so nothing spawns because that would not be good whatsoever. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to be coming up in that house. And I measured where we are here, which is minus 918. And where we want to go up is minus 925. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically straight up here, got some extra coal, which is great. So straight up here is basically where we want to go. And this is where you are going to put your ladders. And you'll just climb up and keep digging up. And that is how we get up there. Right around here is where I make my first little cubbies. And I make them across from each other. Now, hopefully we won't get into any water here because that would not be good. Okay, and then you put a little torch up top so it stays nice and lit. You take your gate and you place it right in the front like this. And then you take your sign and you place your sign right up above like that. And that will tell you where or what the enchantment is that these guys are carrying. Now, just so our beloved librarians don't fall and then hit the edge here and die from fall damage, I usually do an extra little 2 here, so it kind of keeps them more in the hole and they won't hit the edge. And then when I'm done this, because now you're just repeating, like it's literally that simple. So when I'm done my 8, I'll come back and show you. Okay, and there you go. It's that simple. Digging out all these little areas where the librarians can go in. Always leave the gates open so that when they drop down, sometimes they'll even just wander in here themselves, and then you can close this behind them. Sometimes you have to use water to kind of push them in or whatever, but this is the basic premises, and it's so easy. Now, this is super basic. You can, of course, dress this up with whatever blocks you like and make it all nice and shiny. But as you can tell, you can do this super early in your world. Like, you don't need glowstone, you don't need anything from the nether, you don't need um, anything fancy. So you can make this trading hall early on and get all the enchantments you need, and then you can take on the harder stuff. So let's keep going here. And we just keep digging and placing the ladders. Dig out a side block and place a torch just like that. And then your way up will stay nicely lit as well. And then here we are, right where I left the trapdoor. Okay, and now we have a way in and out. We can go down here and do anything we want, and villagers won't open that. And then, of course, over here, we can place our other trapdoor. Now, the way you want to place it is you want to place it on the inside. So when you open it and the water is flowing and you want them to fall, it should be on this side, because if it's on this side, they might stand on it and not fall. So the way you want it facing is that way. Okay, and you could actually fall down here as well, because there's water in the bottom and you should be fine. And now you're basically ready to go. Now I just realized I'm going to be bringing them here by boat. So I'm going to, obviously boats have a problem with this little lip here between the grass and the paths. So I'm going to have to put paths in there just to get the boat in there. And I think I'm also going to have to replace all this wood here, because the boat is going to have a problem with that, although I can do that. But here, I'm going to have to replace it. All right, so I do have one. We've got a sharpness 4. I'm not 100% sure whether we're going to keep that or go for a sharpness 5. Not sure about that. Where's the other guy? Here he is, looting 3. I'm definitely going to keep this guy. So what we need now is a boat. All right, so here's the guy we want. Let's try to get it. Oh! So the guy got in real quick. Go away, man. Go away. Okay, there we go. Now we got the guy we want. He's right behind us. And all we have to do is go to our drop-off point. Okay, we can just open those 2. When you have 2 together, a boat will fit through no problem. Okay, and then you just break the boat just like that. And now you open the trap door, you place the water, and you can see he's going right to the corner where you want him. Once he's there, take the water away, and down he goes. And it's that simple. Now let's go down our trap door and see what he's doing. Now, one other thing I forgot we will definitely want to place another gate right here. So this guy can't escape through there. So now we just need to either push him in, just like that. Oh, so close. So close. And just kind of go wherever he wants to go, really, because at this point, they're all open. So he's fixated on this. Maybe if I close it up. Sometimes they're trouble, and it takes a bit. There we go. Now he's in. Okay, and then when you right-click him, you can see it's looting 3. So replace it. And just put looting 3. So now when we come down here and we're looking for that enchantment, we know this is the guy. Now that he is down there, a new villager, like this guy who doesn't have a job, will connect himself to the lectern. So the question is this the sharpness guy or a new guy? This is the sharpness guy. There we go, there's a new guy. And then if he doesn't give you the book you want, and right now he's giving me no book, so that's not what I want, just break it, put it back, and then he'll come back and give you something new, like piercing 2. And you basically just have to go back and forth, just like that, until another guy comes, and until you get the enchantment that you're looking for. And sometimes it can take like 2 or 3 times. And other times it might take 30 times to get the one you're looking for. Ooh, density 3, that's one of the new ones. So needless to say, the magic one I'm looking for is mending. They have not changed it yet to be only in swamps. It's only if you activate it under experimental. Sweeping Edge 3, see now that is a decent one too. You have to trade with him at least once before you bring him down. If you don't trade with him and he gets too far away, he's going to lose his connection, he's going to lose his book, and then you've got nothing. You've just got one of these guys down there in your trading hall, and you don't want that, that's for sure. So now that I have traded with him, it is safe to grab him and put him into our trading hall. Because once we trade, like I said, he won't ever lose it again. Okay, and again, here we go. And jump out of the boat. Close the gate. Oh! And that's why we have to close the gate. So people like this don't mess up our plan. Out. Out with you. There. Okay. And then we open the gate just like, or open the trapdoor just like before. Throw down the water just like before. It's the same thing over and over. It makes it super easy. Get rid of the water. Oh, and he decided to just step on that little corner. Now, one other thing I want to say, this is actually the very first time that I've used a fence. Usually I cordon off an area with just blocks that are too high. So fences are something new that I'm trying here. But for the most part, I think it works. Just to be extra safe, remember I said I placed these 2 blocks just to keep them in place? There's still a super rare chance that they might hit the edge. So before you drop one down, you might even want to put two more blocks under these, and then they won't hit the edge for sure. Just like that. The one other thing I'm going to suggest, remember I said I'm trying fences for the first time. I usually use walls. Well, now I know why. Because as you can see, when you use a wall, there's nowhere else for him to stand and they will fall. When you use a fence, see these little areas here? He could stand on the edge of the fence and not go through. So my suggestion is either do what I did here if you're using fence, or just use a solid 2 block high wall all the way around wherever you're dropping them in. And there we have it. There is another adventure for episode 5, making a trading hall. And it's the simplest thing you'll ever do, and it really moves you forward. In fact, probably by episode 6, I'm hoping to have mending on all of my diamond armor, as well as hopefully some protection, and then maybe we can go into the nether. Or maybe I'll make a clay farm because that gives us a ton of emeralds. So we'll have to see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed our adventure, this Let's Play series, episode 5. Hope I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye for now.